Sanyo SCP-2700 review. You want it? Wait, no, I already used that joke, never mind. Well, a lot of you guys have been asking me to do a review of this Sanyo phone, so I guess a lot of you would be interested in looking at it more closely. So I guess I'll give you a little something before the pre-videos do eventually show up on YouTube for me. First of all, in the box itself, you've got, well, nothing more than the phone and the charger. It's a basic entry-level text messaging phone, but, you know, if you're a young kid and you want to do a lot of text messaging, you know, head down to your local Radio Shack because the phone's free right now. So, in the box, you don't get anything more other than the charger and the phone. You got the manuals here, too. Also, I saw it. Where did it go? I saw... Ah, there it is. How's a random rubber band doing in here? I don't know, I never saw that before. You got your envelope to send off your old phone if you have one. I mean, why not? If you're not going to sell your old phone or whatever, you're not going to use it, you know, send it off, because these envelopes are prepaid, and, you know, they can give it to someone who needs it, or they could melt it down and make it into a new phone. The parts from this Sanyo could be the next iPhone. They did actually announce a new iPhone just today as of this video's recording. The iPhone 3GS. It's faster, it's got a better camera, data speeds are faster too on it, and it's even got voice commands. It's actually pretty cool. It comes out June 16th, and it'll be $200 for the 16 gig model or 32 gigs for $300. That's if you're a new AT&T customer. So, I'm not really an iPhone fan myself. I mean, I have an iPod Touch, and I'm kind of bored with it already, so I don't really use it much. But I saw my coworker, you know, I jailbroke his for him. I've seen all the applications he's gotten for it. Apparently, a jailbroken iPod Touch has a lot of potential to be really cool, so I might do that to mine. But anyway, just catching my breath there. This is the Sprint Sanyo SCP-2700. You know it's not that popular of a phone when they don't have an official name for it, but it gets the job done. It's got a 1.3 megapixel camera, as you already saw. It's got a unique checkerboard design, going between smooth and got the textured feeling there. But it's a pretty thin phone. I got headphone jack there, got a rocker switch, camera button, standard micro USB. It's very nice to see that becoming standard. They hope to have that standard by the year 2011. And it's actually a very light phone, too. Everyone who's seen this phone, you know, that I know, that's the first thing they notice. Wow, this phone's really light. I mean, this can't possibly weigh any more than, like, 4 ounces. It's crazy. Let me go ahead and unlock it here. There's me. So I didn't bother to change the wallpaper or anything, because like I said, this is my phone, you know, until I get the Palm Pre. I told you how I'm going to sell this on eBay for $200. But we can look around the menus here. Got messages and contacts on the soft keys right away on the main page. It's not 3G, if I remember correctly. It's just an average speed phone. It's not 3G. It's the menu system looks a lot like the menu system on Sprint's newer phones that have the one-click interface with the tiles on the front there. This does not have that. I'm just saying it has a similar menu. Sorry, I manually adjusted the white balance, and I can't change it without turning the camera off and back on. What should we look at first? The web? We'll try a website. Dog's barking. Did you know a press of the pound key jumps to the top of the web page and a press of the star key jumps to the bottom? I honestly didn't know that. Dismissed. That was my fault. I hit the wrong button. Let's see how it handles my website. TWEETER. The keyboard on this is great too. They're plasticky, but they almost feel like they have a small hint of rubber to them, if that makes any sense. They do have some texture to them for being plastic. It's a very comfortable to use keyboard. Reviews.com. Let's see how it loads it up. Again, sorry about the color issue. I'm singing the March of the Mini song. I just downloaded the DSi game that just came out today. I'll probably review that. That game is actually quite worth the download. Why is that scrolling? Is that supposed to scroll? It's not handling this very well. It's got the blog entries on the side there. I remember forum member Ms. Moonface. He's one of the administrators on the site. He also pretty much gets all the credit for the design of the main page here. He did say it was pretty complicated with the HTML it used, so it doesn't really work quite well. You see how it's doing the blog entry? Getting the pre at this. Yeah, you don't want to have to read a blog like that. But that was probably a bad test site. Let's give it a break. Let's go to Google. Hold on. Pound Google. We'll search pancakes. I know you can't see it, but I put pancakes. Oh jeez, who has the time to sit and make a Wikipedia article about pancakes? Let's go ahead and load it, see what happens. I was playing that for like a straight hour and the song's in my head. I like the March of the Mini series for Nintendo. Got the Game Boy and the DS games. Okay, I think that's enough waiting. So you get the idea. It's not for hugely data-intensive websites. Let's take a look at some other stuff real briefly. Maps, it's got GPS navigation. That is cool. My account, history, text messages, photos. I don't know, 1.3 megapixel camera. It's kind of like, you know, year 2006, that was kind of cool, but now, not really. Settings, tools, shopping, your usual games and whatnot. Let's start up the camera on here just so you can see it. Camera. Yeah, trust me, it's not as blue as it looks. That's the white balance. But I guess if you're a young kid and this is like your first phone, you know, remember when you were a kid, remember the first cell phone you got? You know, that was, in your book, the coolest phone ever. So any kid or something who got this phone would highly appreciate the quality this thing puts out. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a micro SD card slot, so that means no memory expansion. At least, I don't know, let me double check under the battery just to be sure. It's a pain to take off. I repeat myself, it's a pain to take off. Jeez. Okay, there we go. The battery life on this phone is actually pretty good too. And let's check under the battery here. Nope, there's no memory expansion to speak of. So unfortunately, the memory you get is what you stay with. If you want to get it off, if you want to get the photos off of here and onto your computer, you will need a micro USB cable, which, again, that's becoming the new standard, so it might not be too hard to find. Alright, so if I could reiterate myself for a conclusion, again, this phone's free. I mean, if you go to Radio Shack, it's free. Go to Sprint Store, it's probably like $50 after a $50 mail-in rebate. There's a little boot up thing there. Oh, I forgot to mention, I gotta double check, but I don't think... No, there is no Sprint TV on here, unfortunately. There's GPS navigation, but no Sprint TV. So this makes a good phone, a good starter phone with the full QWERTY keyboard, do a lot of texting, keyboard's very nice. Overall, it's a solid phone, and I could definitely recommend it if you're not looking for the next iPhone or Palm Pre. So there's your review that you guys wanted so badly, and the pre-videos will be coming soon, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.